Okay, so I've made the claim that Kaveh is better than Baijo. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a bloom reaction while we have Nilou, and we're gonna see how much of a damage difference does Kaveh do at level 7. Okay, so this is probably the first thing you've seen of this, because I just have not been able to get this to work. So it's very easy, but for some reason very hard for me. I got no idea. All right, guys, I just don't ask. All right, there we go. We saw 29,000. 31,000 already. 30,000. Okay, so basically 30,000, 31,000. So he's adding like an extra 2,000 already. He's at 1,000 EM. Excuse me. Yeah, he gets a lot of EM too. Like, compared to my other characters, Kokomi, why are you at 1,000 EM? The sword's only level 70, but he has a lot of EM. Just weirdly. He's giving an extra 2,000 already. I think that could go up to an extra 3,000. Now we're going to switch to Xingqiu. We're going to give him Sacrificial Sword, right? That's going to be what we do. He's going to have a buttload of energy recharge. So just pretend this is the build that we're using. And because honestly, there's no way you're running anything but Sacrificial Sword on this team, because Xingqiu is the only Hydro, or I mean, Nilou's generating orbs, but Xingqiu is the only one that really matters here. So Xingqiu, he's going to use his burst, and he's going to not be on this set. He's going to be on something else. And then Kaveh is going to come in here, and he's going to be on the bloom set, probably. Probably Kuki's bloom set. I imagine, well, it depends whether he's triggering the bloom. It depends whether he's triggering the bloom here, honestly. But he's probably being on 2-piece danger damage bonus and then 2-piece EM, right? So that's going to be pretty good for him. He's going to have his burst up. He's going to do damage, right? So we got to get our energy back, right? Yeah, Kaveh's energy, I said this before, I think, in the video, but I'm just not including, like, the first half of this video just because the runs were so abysmal. So, yes, Kaveh's energy is actually not that bad. Him being on field should fix every single problem I think I'm going to run into this guy with. The rotation for this team, I think, is just going to go straight down, right? We're going to have Nilou, Xingqiu, Nahida, Kaveh, right? I think that's going to be the rotation. I'm not going to... Should I use... Yeah, I don't see a reason to use Nahida's burst, but this guy has already a whole bunch of EM. I feel like once... We might be able to add crit rate instead of EM, and we might do more damage. Because he is a character. He can do damage with his normals, right? His normals, not that bad. Like, he'll do some decent damage. I mean, these are, you know, Claymore normals, so they're gonna have like 5,000 damage each, even if they're like poorly built, right? So I'm very interested in Kaveh. I might actually, this might be my Nilou team. And don't forget the biggest thing about Kaveh, he's not taking damage from these blooms. He's literally preventing us from taking damage. So there's that. Let's use this for iframes. Let's do this, and then this. So we should be able to tell who's getting the reactions. Oh, all right. So, okay, and now let's do it all over again. Just really quick to see the energy. Okay, so no, that didn't work, and we're still not here. I would have to look at the footage a little better, but I feel like we weren't proccing them. I'm gonna go look at the footage real quick, and I'm gonna see who was proccing the blooms more closely. 20,000 was the bloom damage. Very consistently 20,000, by the way. So a very consistent 20,000 bloom damage. I feel like there's a good chance that that's Xingqiu. And if it is Kaveh, that is actually the best case scenario. Believe it or not, that is actually the best case scenario. Because if it is Kaveh, that means Kaveh is over there proccing the blooms with like 1,500 EM. He's doing 20,000 at level 70, so you can only imagine what he's going to do at level 90. And this constellation is about to hit hard. We want Kaveh to be the one proccing the blooms. Now, looking at it, we didn't proc that many blooms because Kaveh is a Claymore user, sadly. Attack speed would be really appreciated on this team. It would definitely. But this might make up for it. This 60% extra damage, I mean, what? That's an extra 4,000 if we're... Yeah, well, it's around 4,000, all right? So it's an extra 4,000-ish, maybe 3,000. We'll say 3,000, right? Just onto the bloom damage, if he's the one triggering them, all right? So what my scientific research brain is telling me to do. We do need a little more energy recharge. This team is not perfect for its energy after using that rotation. I thought that Xingqiu might give us a decent like way to recover our energy, but he didn't. Like 1/4 particles obviously, and I think maybe it would be good to run some high energy recharge pieces for Kaveh. I think that would be good. And also Nahida. My Nahida, what is energy? Yeah, 127. Not as good as I would expect. So I think the way I'm going to test this is we're going to do this. Apply all that hydro, right? We got that. Run away. Apply Dendro. And 19,000. 19,000 is what we have. Another annoying problem is that I have to hit this guy with every single hit with Nilou's E skill. Like, you can't miss it because otherwise characters don't get their full EM. So let's get this. Okay, we hit him all those times. Let's prop this because we're just trying to recreate everything, right? Let's do this and let's see. 22,000. Yeah, it's Kaveh. Kaveh was proccing him.
Sight clear.
Yeah, 19,000 there from Kaveh. 22,000 from Xingqiu. Kaveh's the one proccing the blooms.
Into the desert, but I can never get used to the heat. No shade anywhere.
Rain cutter. Rain outline.
Feast your eyes. Come at me. Tuh. Huh. Yeah. Tuh. Scanning.
Things are about to get dicey.
Sight clear. Watch and learn. Huh. How annoying. Scanning.
What you just saw is Kaveh basically doing nothing other than, you know, obviously this thing, right? This is what he's used for. Realizing this now, I overrated Kaveh, right? Obviously. If we're assuming this is level 13, I always assume my 4 stars are C6. So if we assume this is level 13, right? It's 58%, which will probably be around 2,000. Honestly, I feel like you could build actually a damaging Kaveh, and that could be the way that you play the game. Because, like, overall, if you have, you know, Nilou's best in slot weapon, that's giving a lot of EM, right? So Kaveh, as long as you have like basic EM stats, right, you have a good chance that you're just gonna get, like, let me just build my Kaveh as if I was, you know, I would take this away, right? There's your attack percent, and then I need feathers. 69.95. Like, if I gave him a better weapon, because this weapon should be better. Like, if I gave him Wolf's Gravestone or Redhorn, I feel like we could see Kaveh just actually do damage. I might... It's going to be a while before I'm actually able to test out Kaveh fully, mainly because I still have yet to unlock that Nahida domain. Like, he's at 286 EM. Just for reference, I just want you guys to know, if we, you know, you could add Nahida on this team, right? But I feel like you would get more value out of using the double Hydro, right? I'm just going to show you what Nilou does for Kaveh, and not to mention, he also is going to get another 100 EM, so he's at more like 300 EM, 386, almost 400 EM, just from base stats. Once you get to a certain EM level, you really don't want to focus too much more on EM. So let's just... There you go. Alright. How much EM do you think he has? He has 436. Okay, I honestly thought it was a little more. It's going to have 110 at the end, so it's going to give him an extra 20 EM. So there's an extra 20. So he's going to have 550 EM. I'm thinking... Oh, wait, and not to mention this. Let's use his E skill. Yeah, now it's at 532. So now we can get up to 600 EM from this. Yeah, I'm thinking this weapon's pretty good. I hope you all got it. So, yeah, he's pretty good when it comes to this. So he has a whole bunch of EM just from using them on actual artifacts. Like, this is a good set for him. Let's use this. Let's just what damage? So he's doing 1000 damage. And he's not even like his talent's not leveled. So I have a good feeling that Kaveh is still very viable as a replacement for Baizhu. I think I might like crown both of his skills. Like I might, like I don't even like Kaveh as a character. Like just personally, I don't like him as a character. I feel like I might crown this and then like level 9 this and see how well he does. Because I'm just really curious. He's got a really weird design and I like it. Just overall, for Nilou teams, this might be my go-to Nilou team just for fun. But yeah, this seems like a pretty okay design. And I'm kind of happy with it, honestly. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.